I can announce today, fully costed and fully funded, the removal of the two-child limit in full.
The UK has just removed a rule that limited child benefit to only 2 children per household. But how does this benefit the United Kingdom? And why is this not considered good news? To me, considering that it creates more opportunities for more benefits. And my question again is, why does the United Kingdom keep creating policies that do not favor its own citizens and then later turn around to complain? The new policy about scrubbing birth limit rights has raised a question I cannot ignore. Who exactly does this benefit? And how is this not good news for the average Briton? Because when you check the numbers, the truth is clear. According to the UK's Office for National Statistics, the average Briton today has about 1 to 2 children, many none, very few reach 3. Meanwhile, the cost of living is rising. The people are struggling to survive, talk less of raising big families. So I ask again, if the average Briton is only having 1 or 2 kids, who is this new policy really designed for? Let's not pretend. Elections are near. Policies like this favor immigrants more than the native Briton. And I say this as an immigrant myself. If Britain wants to be honest, it must admit that many of its future population numbers will come from immigrants, not from the native population. But here is the irony, and this is where this matters. The same Britain that passes laws favoring immigrants is the same Britain that will complain that immigrants are taking too many benefits. So which one is it? You cannot create a policy today and then cry tomorrow because this policy will be frowned against after the election year. We saw the same contradictions just a few days ago. The UK was cracking down on immigrants, increasing salary threshold, restricting visas, blaming immigrants for putting pressure on the NHS. Yet, this is a part many of us don't know. Immigrants pay into the NHS. Every immigrant pays immigration health surcharge, plus taxes, plus national insurance. The NHS is not free to immigrants. It is heavily funded by immigrants. So when people say immigrants are stressing the NHS, the question becomes, whose money is the NHS using? And if immigrants are paying into the system than take out, why blame them? Now let's go back to the new policy. Ask yourself, what problem does it solve for the average Briton? Do British families suddenly have cheaper housing? Do they suddenly earn more? No, nothing changes for them. In fact, this policy will create more demand on public services, services that the government already claims are under pressure. So again, who will Britain blame next time? Immigrants? Or the same system that refuses to support its own people? You can't treat native Britons like they don't matter, pass laws that do not favor them, give advantage to immigrants, and then come back tomorrow with the usual political speech. We need to reduce immigration. Immigrants are taking too much. No, let's tell the truth. This policy benefits immigrants more than it benefits native Britons. And the problem is not the immigrants, it is a policymaker. Affordable housing, better wages will benefit everybody, not policies that ignores the reality. Because when you have Britain families having 1 or 2 kids and immigrants having between 8 to 15, Britain has just increased dependence on benefits. And that is not a takeover, but this is my take home. A nation cannot blame people for walking through a door it opened by itself. If Britain wants stability, it must start by making policies that genuinely support the British family. You cannot neglect your own citizens, empower others through your laws, and then act surprised when the outcome reflects exactly what you designed. Make the policy that makes sense today so that you don't create a crisis tomorrow. It's a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.